Well, this morning, more than 1 million people are impacted by a data breach.
Yeah, this is something you want to pay attention to. A health clinic in Middletown actually fell victim to hackers, including thousands of patients and staff all across Connecticut. Your reporter Olivia Schuler joins us now live from Community Health in Middletown with more on who is specifically impacted. Olivia, what can you tell us?
Well, Caitlin, over 1 million people in multiple states are now at risk of their personal information being in the hands of hackers. We're being told that this is impacting patients, non-patients, and employees here at Community Health. And this morning, we do have a statement from the Attorney General's office. They say that a notice has gone out to individuals who were impacted. Community Health is now offering 24 months of credit monitoring to those who have their Social Security number or taxpayer ID involved. The Attorney General's office recommends that individuals impacted freeze their credit. Now, the Community Health has more than a dozen clinics throughout the state, and the Attorney General's office is working with Community Health to gather information about this data breach. And in the next half hour, I'll tell you how Community Health says they are going to take action and stop this from happening in the future. Your reporter in Middletown, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.